Hello and welcome to another reading from Twin Flames Embrace. Today we are gonna be using the Romance Angels Oracle deck and the Power of Surrender from Judith Ovlor. And let's get to it. Let's see what your Twin Flame has to communicate for you during this first week of February. And of course, we are heading towards Valentine's Day, so let's see what he or she has to say to you in order to help you move forward in your Twin Flame journey. And the first card is Separation. Time apart from your partner is on the horizon. And what is this card particularly speaking about? Why separation? Well, maybe this is what you are currently experiencing, this time apart from your twin flame, from your partner. And it's not something to be afraid of or scared. Sometimes during your twin flame process of coming together into harmonious twin flame union, a time apart is the space that you each need to process your feelings and to process what is going on within your union. Remember that your twin flame journey is gonna be triggering these places where you are feeling upset about your twin flame or you're feeling through a deep hurt in your relationships, and of course this is not the exception with your twin flame. Know that twin flame separation doesn't mean that it's something bad. It may be, as we said before, just a space that you require to sort through your own things, through your own feelings. Get clear on how you feel about your relationship with your twin flame. Get clear if you're ready to receive their love, and of course that they will be bringing about in your union to help you heal in these places where you don't feel like you've experienced being unconditionally loved just yet. So this time apart can be productive. It depends on how you approach it and what do you choose to do with it. So if you take this time of, let's say, separation, then you can leverage this to even come closer to your twin flame. This may mean that during this time you take the space again and the time to reflect on how you're feeling, what your goals are, what you feel is preventing you from coming into union with your twin flame. But they want to reassure you that this is not something bad. This is just a space that you are both each taking to process how you feel about this connection and how you feel about your journey overall, and what steps can you actively take in achieving this union with them from a place of peace and from a place where you can sustain being together without having to fall back into separation ever again. Our next card is Express your love. Go ahead and make the romantic gesture. And I feel like after you've healed through these layers of separation, after you've found these places where you needed to love yourself and to tend for your needs and your feelings, then you can find a more healthier space from which to communicate with your twin flame. As what I'm seeing in this card, we have this couple and she is trying to communicate something. And in their expressions, in their faces, I see there might be a lot of drama in this communication between the two of you. And this is why that particular card that we pulled before, the separation, this time apart from your partner is on the horizon, might be come in hand, is that you can elaborate these places where you feel like you need to connect with your twin flame from this place of drama and not from a peaceful place, which is exactly how your twin flame positively reacts on your connection. You actually meet them in love and in peace, and wherever there's drama or this need to get attention from them, this is where your twin flame pulls away. And so he's asking you to just take this time, process your feelings, get clear. Are you afraid that they are not gonna be there for you? Are you afraid that if you take a time apart, they will not come around? Are you afraid that if you express something, you have to do it from this place of trying to get their attention in order to keep them around, when in truth you and your twin flame are always together and you're just processing the blocks and dissolving the blocks and upsets that is preventing you from being in union in the physical. And the third card is Attraction. And it says, you attract romantic love by enjoying this moment fully. And I feel like ties perfectly with the previous card, because doing the romantic gesture sometimes is not just doing some guided action on the outside, meaning like chasing your twin flame or trying to make them pay attention to you and love you, but connecting to yourself and staying present and loyal to how you're feeling. And again, this is what you can do to best leverage this time apart from each other. If you're experiencing twin flame separation in the physical, this is the fastest way to heal that separation, even if it sounds counterintuitive, because this space is actually what you need to connect to your feelings and to learn how to honor yourself first and what feels good to you. Your twin flame will always be guiding you to this place where you can connect with what feels good to you right now, rather than trying to make them feel that void that you may be feeling in those places that we mentioned you weren't feeling love before. So your twin flame is holding space. This separation that the first card was pointing to is holding space for you to, again, dissolve these blocks, dissolve these barriers, get clear on how you're feeling about yourself, about your connection with your twin flame, about your connection with the divine, which is where your union is found. And practice being more present with what you need, and in order to move forward on your journey, in order to feel more attractive, because actually this is what's gonna pull your twin flame closer rather than push them away. So as you can see, this separation card is not something to be feared, it's not something to be upset about. This is actually a very precious time that they are inviting you, your twin flame is inviting you to just take this space, take this time, connect with yourself. And maybe this expressing your love is also you learning how to love yourself in this place. And in this last card, this is a little bit of a gift. Your twin flame is gonna help you see what you can surrender right now. And it's the surrender defensiveness. No? And it says defensiveness is a sign of weakness. To communicate in a more empowered way, stay centered and hear someone out. Then offer a clear, non-defensive response. And I feel like this is what it's basically coming full circle with the first card. Your twin flame is communicating that this separation that you're experiencing, again, is not something to be feared, it's not something wrong. It's just giving you the time and space to get clear who you are, what you want, what feels good to you, what will make you attractive then for your twin flame. They are actually helping you speed up your process rather than dragging your feet and making this separation stage way longer than is necessary. So the invitation is for you to embrace this time apart, to seek to connect to yourself, see what feels good to you, get to know yourself, get to discover what that is, what your passions are, what your needs are. And from this place, with your full cup, you will be able to communicate with them from a peaceful place, and of course move forward in coming into union in the physical as well. So I hope that this reading has resonated with you. If you would like a more personalized reading, please reach out. We would love to help you, support you in knowing where your union is at, what your blocks to coming together are, and what are your next steps so that you can move forward into harmonious twin flame union in the fastest and most compassionate way for you.